Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I'm Jason. As always, my co-host, the Draft King professional, the man, Zack Partridge. What up, dog?
We don't need to throw out numbers, but it's fair to say I had a substantially large.
You have a very substantial. I mean, you always text me your DraftKings lineup, and this one I was like, dude, that's looking good.
All you said was that's a money making lineup. That's all you said.
And
was it ever?
It was. You've been telling me for how long now? I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it one day.
I still need to hit the 100K one.
That would be nice. That would be beautiful.
If Amanda Lemos doesn't submit Michelle Watterson and that fight goes to a decision, I probably would have tripled my big hit.
Ooh, that would have been nice.
Like they wouldn't have. If it would have just gone to a decision, like it should have.
Yeah.
Like it should have. Suing Michelle Watterson. How long you been fighting? You leave your head in there for a guillotine like that? Like, come on.
It happens, man. It happens. Blake caught me in that tonight. It happens. Left my head in there too long. He choked me out. Oh man.
Did you sleep?
No, dude. I tapped
to sleep yet?
Quick. No, I tapped quick, dude.
Where's Pedro? I didn't text Pedro.
I ain't messing around. Texting Pedro. Why isn't Jason going to sleep yet?
Jason needs to go night-night at least once.
Yeah.
Just tough it out. Just tough it out and just take a little.
I actually have been, and I've fallen out of some stuff that I probably would have tapped to, but he had me pretty good in that one.
It's progress.
He actually had it, and I wasn't tapping. I was like, okay, I'm still breathing. And then I adjusted myself, and it was like,
isn't that the worst when you're figuring out, you're like, ooh, I have some room, I can get out, and it just cinches it. Yeah.
Now I got my wife talking shit.
You know what? I support this 100%. No, put that back up there. Support this 100%. That I think Sheree should be able to put you out.
For those of you that don't know, my wife signed up to do grappling industry August 6th for her first jiu-jitsu competition.
Good.
She's been training hard, man.
I've decided, you know what we need to do?
What?
We need to do the tortilla challenge.
Okay.
I want to slap you with the tortilla.
I want to slap
right
you
in the face.
Tortilla. Pow. So when are we going to do this?
I don't care. Bring the cameras. I'm going to slap you in the face with the tortilla.
Tuesday. We have the thing at the Sandy Club on Tuesday.
Okay. We get together.
Go do a little be fierce, be kind, little demonstration over there. Hey.
I think that's where Sheree should choke you out. You're the bully. She's the little person. She comes up. She takes your back, and she puts you to sleep.
I don't think she can come. It's a perfect
demonstration for kids.
I don't think she can come on a Tuesday. Do MMA trivia instead of rock, paper, scissors. That's a good one, but Zack is like a freaking encyclopedia, so I would lose.
Yeah, we should do MMA trivia.
No, dude, no. You and Blake can do that. I'll do rock, paper, scissors.
No, you're part of the Damage Plan MMA podcast. Yeah, see, we're getting it.
Hey, I didn't get the memo tonight. I didn't wear my Damage Plan rash guard. We had 3 people wearing, Damage Plan rash guards.
But not you?
No, I didn't bring it. I didn't get the memo.
Ooh, I see, like Blake, I think he has like sneaky good recall. So he would actually make me nervous. Because like when it comes to like fighters and stuff like that, I'm pretty good. Like if you said like name the fighter, but if somebody was like, if you're like name the co-main event of UFC 220 or like 121 or whatever, I feel like Blake would be like, oh,
he probably knows.
Diego Sanchez, And I'm like, what the 121? I don't know.
Matt Hughes and freaking
George
Matt Serra or some trash like that. Yeah. Oh man. Hey, we have a pretty good fight night this weekend, man. Fight Night London. The last one was off the chain. Can I say that now? Is that 2022-ish? Off the chain? Can I say that now? What do they say now? It slaps. Is that what they say now? UFC Fight Night London slaps. That's what the kids say nowadays. Blake knows. He's in the younger generation. You're getting old now too, Zack. You're not hip, bro. You don't know all the slang.
No, I'm not trying to pretend to be hip.
Hey, give it another. Well, how old's Hunter?
He's 10.
Okay, so you got another 4 years, 3-4 years.
Me and Hunter we had to have a real conversation yesterday.
Oh, what did he do?
I had to make it known. I said, hey, just so you know, You're choosing not to do jujitsu,
Yeah.
which means I'll be able to ragdoll you forever.
That's what I try to
it's
tell
gonna
my
be really
boys.
embarrassing when your 70-year-old dad, when you're in your 40s, is still able to take your back and choke you out.
We say it's Liddy fresh to death on God. I mean, I guess.
I ain't saying that.
I'm
too old.
20 years ago, I would sit back and think, I can hang. I know all this stuff.
You know
now I'm just like,
did you watch The Office?
No, and I got a lot of crap because somebody was wearing a workout shirt from The Office tonight at the gym, and I had no clue what it was.
Yeah, well, quit being a wiener and watch The Office. It's funny.
Okay.
And two, there's a really funny thing because Michael Scott, who's played by Steve Carell, he's like this really just ignorant guy on everything.
Yeah.
And Daryl, the warehouse guy, the big black guy, he taught him special like black person lingo, and that's like not real, but he tells it that it's like one of the funniest things ever. See you on the flippity flip. That's something that us black folks say.
You know what show you guys need to watch? Do you have Amazon Prime?
I'm sure we have a Fire Stick that has something on it.
Terminal List. Go watch the Terminal List.
Okay.
It's legit. It's good. It's really good.
Good.
Should we break down this? Should we break down this card?
Time out.
Jaden's back. What's up, Jaden? I think Jaden's got a fight coming up. Okay, time out. What's up?
We talked we just briefly skimmed on this.
What?
Does Nate Diaz who has a better chance? Nate Diaz or Leon Edwards?
Leon Edwards, 100% better chance.
Okay.
100% better chance.
How does Leon Edwards beat Kamaru Usman?
If he could keep it standing, I could see him maybe picking him apart for 5 rounds. This is just hypothetical.
He's not
knocking him out, but he maybe pieces him up. He edges out of 3 out of the 5 rounds. Wins round 1. Ekes out round 2.
I can get with that a little bit. Little Colby Covington-esque, different style. But can touch him and stick and move.
Yeah, maybe,
maybe a little crisper boxing, maybe. Yeah. Overall.
Did you just say Chris Bird?
Crisper.
Oh, I thought you said Chris Bird boxing. I'm like, I'm surprised you know who that is. He's a boxer.
Yeah, I know who that is.
He's a boxer from Flint.
Yeah, for sure. From Flint, Michigan, of course. So shout out Flint. Never heard of him.
But
no, dude. So Nate is a super high level Gracie black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Is there any chance he catches Chimaev in a submission?
You brought up a very good scenario. What if Chimaev just ragdolls him for 3.5, 4 rounds?
By the way,
gases.
By the way, I'm saying this is what I'm saying. I agree with you. If somebody said who's going to have a more competitive fight, it's Leon Edwards with Kamaru Usman, right? But if you said who has a better chance of finishing the other, I might actually say that it's Nate Diaz.
He can take a beating.
He can. I'm not sure it matters. I've been going back and forth on this all week, and I'm like, is this crazy? I'm like, what? It's like Bilal Muhammad's tweet, right? Did you see that?
Yeah.
He goes, I hope Nate and Leon both win and just ruin everybody's plan.
Ruin it.
And the more that I was thinking about it, I was like, dude, that would be the most Nate Diaz thing ever. Chimaev does something, and Nate Diaz pulls off a Peruvian necktie as he shoots in and throws his leg over and chokes him out, and then Nate Diaz gets on the mic. They put a mic in his face and F the UFC, F you Dana White, double burn. I mean, just
sparks up a blunt.
Yeah, just fires up a blunt. Hey, you sauna, take a hike. It just bounces. It'd be like the most. I mean. And it's what makes MMA to me the most interesting and the best sport in the world, because it's maybe I'm gonna watch to see it.
I'm definitely gonna watch to see it. Oh, man.
And if he's really plus 700-800, I'm.
Yeah, I think he was. I was just trying to look at the odds, and I
plus 800.
I don't think what one was I looking at? Oh, so okay, the Makhachev Oliveira. We all thought Makhachev was going to be a -3. He's only -200.
It moved.
It moved because people aren't stupid. You're giving
when
me
the fight was a hypothetical. That was the
Yeah.
line. When they
Yeah.
actually made the fight, when it was announced, it was -200 and +170, which
I'm still
taking Oliveira.
I'm still taking Oliveira plus money. You're giving me Oliveira plus money.
Let me just. You want to talk about gangsters, right? This is Charles Oliveira. You want to know what we're up against with Charles Oliveira? Remember Khabib said, "No, we'll go to Brazil and we'll fight you there." Charles Oliveira said, "No. I'm going to come to Abu Dhabi. I'm going to fight you in your own backyard with your people as judges, with Khabib in your corner, with your teammate and one of your coaches, DC, commentating. I mean, everything is going to be stacked against Oliveira." And I don't know, did I send you what Chael Sonnen said?
I watched it. I watched it. Yeah.
I mean, the mindset of he's like, you have to take everybody down. And he's like, he goes, strikers, you have to take them down. He goes, I stand with all of them. I don't have to take anybody down.
He said he would start on his back with he said, I'll pull guard. I'm like, dude,
gangster mindset, gangster mentality. I think Oliveira is going to and he says, I'm the biggest problem in the division. I believe him.
I don't think he gets submitted. I actually think Oliveira knocks him out. I think he knocks him out.
I think he knocks him down and chokes him out. Just like he's been doing.
Dude, how do you not put him at the top if he finishes Islam? You go Chandler.
Pound for pound, number one.
Chandler, Gaethje, Poirier, and I'm sorry, crown him. Crown him. Who's the new guy? Oh, Zack. Looks like he shaved a little bit. Yeah, he shaved a little bit. Looking a little younger. It's good to see Fiji back. Fiji's been missing for a while.
Yeah. His wife cracking the whip.
Cracking the whip. Mama Fiji does not play.
No.
Should we break down this card?
Yeah, we go through it.
Let's do this. We got a little early afternoon UK. Ooh, you know what? If there's any place I could go watch UFC, I'd want to go watch it in the UK, man, at London. That arena is just live. All right.
What's up,
Here we go. Tanner in the house. First fight of the night in the welterweight division. We got Nicholas Dalby against Claudio Silva. Dalby is 19-4-1. He stands 5'11" with a 74.5-inch reach. Silva is 14-3. He stands 5'11" with a 71-inch reach. Looks like Dalby's a -275 to comeback, +225 on Silva. Who do you like? Why do you like him?
Battle of the old guys. 37 versus 39.
Ooh.
So you're going to see a theme here.
What's the
Remember that first fight earlier this year in London? And all the London people won. Molly hits a spinning elbow. Paddy, spectacular fashion. Tom Aspinall knocks out Volkov.
I did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like this vibe. Like, it was going to be like, oh, yeah. Like, it was like their, like, coming out party. Like, the UK is here, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody is saying, like, it's going to happen again. You know what? I don't believe that lightning strikes twice. I think we're going to have, and I feel like the betting odds are a little heavy on the UK
on the UK guys. I wouldn't doubt it. Makes sense.
Because everybody's like, they're feeling the love and that vibe.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that there is a chance. I could be totally wrong on this. I think that there is a chance. And I am going to roll with my first upset of the night. I'm going to say Silva submits Dalby.
Ooh, Silva submits Dalby. What?
Oh, by the way, my Matt Schnell pick, I'm still riding on that. This would be a very similar pick.
Ooh.
Plus 200 underdog. Silva's a monster on the mat.
Let's see if I can pull that up here. Let's go Silva by submission, you say, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
plus,
look at this.
Plus 600.
Okay.
Plus
so he
600.
lost to James Krause by decision. He lost to Court McGee by decision.
Yeah.
I mean, those are two really good guys. But before that, neck crank submission, armbar, rear naked choke. Split decision win over Leon Edwards? Claudio Silva's beat Leon Edwards. I mean, granted, it was 2014, but still. Like,
he's almost 40 years old.
I get it, but I think it's do or die too, because if you lose this one, you're probably done. I'm going to go Claudio Silva. I think he wins, and he could win by submission.
Oh, I hate agreeing with you, but I'm going to go Claudio Silva too. I'm not betting this one, but
I am.
Ooh, coming out guns a-blazing.
I like it, bro. I like it.
All right, next up, flyweight division. We got Maddie Baum against Victoria Leonardo. Baum is 7-1, stands 5'6" with a 70-inch reach. Leonardo is 8-4. She stands 5'5" with a 64-inch reach. Looks like Baum is the slight favorite at -140. The comeback is +120 on Victoria.
I mean,
ooh, Fiji's feeling you. Silva by sub.
Yeah, I think
plus 600. Book it. Who do you got on this one? What do you see on this one?
You know,
Baum making her UFC debut.
No, she lost to.
Was she in there? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay,
in her UFC debut. You know, I think this is one where I am leaning towards Baum. I'm leaning towards Baum. I just don't think Leonardo is that good. I think she's kind of in the weight in there because they need bodies.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm not a fan of the Contender Series. She's a Contender Series.
She had a Contender Series win and then a couple very not great performances.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm going Baum in that one.
Okay.
All right. Next up in the lightweight division, we got Jai Herbert versus Kyle Nelson. Herbert is 11-4, stands 6'1" with a 77-inch reach. Nelson 13-4, stands 5'11" with a 71-inch reach. Here we go again. The England fighter -275. The comeback is +230 for Nelson.
This fight is so weird for me though. They are both in their UFC career 1-3 in their UFC's careers. Okay. They both had four fights in the UFC. They have both lost their first two, won their third, and then lost their fourth. So they're exact same from that standpoint.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And all 8 of their fights combined have been in finishes.
Okay.
Okay. So we're taking the under. Somebody's getting finished. Because this is what they do.
Finished.
This is what they do. They either finish or get finished.
Okay.
One has lost to Diego Ferreira. It's not bad. Not a bad loss. Matt Salas, who's not even on the roster anymore, never heard, don't even know who he is. Polo Reyes, that's his win. I'm sorry, that's Kyle Nelson's win. And then Billy Corantillo, he got knocked out by Billy after Billy was pretty much beating the brakes off him for the whole fight and then knocked him out at the beginning of the third round.
Yeah.
But then we have Jai Herbert.
Yeah.
Got knocked out by Francisco Trinaldo. Vet, okay, that's fine. Then gets choked out by Moicano. We all know how good Moicano is.
Yep.
Then he knocks out Kama Worthy. And then loses to Topuria, another monster.
And he was in that fight, the Topuria fight, so he got caught. He was throwing down with Topuria.
I think Jai Herbert by first round knockout is probably going to be Jai Herbert inside the distance is probably one of the best bets of the whole night, I think. Because I think Jai is levels ahead of Nelson in this one.
I'm going to ride with the Black Country Banger too. That's his fight. And Tapology. The Black Country Banger. I love it. The Black Country Banger. All right, so we're both on Herbert. No, this one's an easy one for me. We got Muhammad Mokov against Charles Johnson, the Punisher, 6-0. But yeah, we don't even need to go with that. Mokov is just he's on another. Is this just dude? How are they? This poor guy. Are they bringing him in on short notice?
Yeah.
He's making his UFC debut against Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's funny. We're not even breaking that one down.
There's nothing to break down. He's going to take him down and he's going to strangle him. He's going to ball him.
The best Tapology pitcher of all time, Makwan Amirkhani against Jonathan Pierce. Mr. Finland is 17-7, stands 5'10" with a 72-inch reach. Pierce is 12-4. He stands 6 foot tall with a 71.5-inch reach. Dude, Mr. Finland, man, how about that?
No,
that's what you need for your Tapology pitcher. Some poker chips, some cards.
You know, I'm married with 4 kids.
You're married,
right?
Yeah. Your wife will probably choke you out too.
Yeah, let's not do that. No, I gotta go. I gotta go with. I gotta go with Pierce on this one. He's just better. He's just better. Amirkhani got an anaconda choke on Mike Grundy. That's great. But other than that, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm going to go Pierce on this one too.
He's been around for a long time in the UFC, but I don't feel like he's ever made that huge like statement win. And I think Pierce. I think this is a fight handmade for Pierce to win.
I agree.
And Pierce has looked good, especially his last 3 fights. He's looked really good.
So no real. We're not rocking the boat yet.
Nope.
We're going to though. I already know we're going to disagree on a few here in a minute. Next up in the featherweight division, we got Nathaniel Wood against Charles Rosa. Wood is 17-5, stands 5'6" with a 69-inch reach. Rosa 14-7, stands 5'9" with a 69-inch reach. Wood a heavy favorite, -490. The comeback is +360 for Boston Strong.
Yeah, poor Charles Rosa. Like, he kind of just keeps getting fed to guys that he just can't beat.
He's gonna have
his wins in the UFC. Justin James loves Justin,
who's not in the UFC.
Not in the UFC anymore, and hasn't even been killing it on the regional circuit.
No, I think he's like 2 losses this year, 2 or 3 losses this year.
Kevin Aguilar, no longer in the UFC. Manny Bermudez, no longer in the UFC. Kyle Bochnik, no longer in the UFC. It's like I don't think he has one win in the UFC. Rosa, I don't think he has one. He might have one.
Yeah,
that's a telltale. Sorry, fate guys. Correct guy's favorite on this one. Again, value might be a little bit too much. I think the England. Getting a little crazy with it. Rosa is good, but Rosa's a grappler. Like, I think he fancies himself a good grappler.
Yeah.
And every time he goes against somebody that's a little bit like, I think Wood's going to have his way.
I'll ride with you on that one as well. Next up in the lightweight division, we got Mark Cassie against Damir Hadzow, the Bosnian bomber. Bone Crusher is 15-5, stands 5'10" with a 73-inch reach. The Bosnian bomber 14-6. He stands 5'9" with a 70-inch reach. Cassie, he's a big favorite too, -305. You nailed it, man. These guys, all these guys from England are huge favorites.
I mean, people got to remember, like, Cassie was kind of almost on his way out of the UFC not too long ago.
His last 2 losses are the
big win over Vladislav Borshchev, the I don't know what nationality he is, trades out of Team Alpha Male.
Yeah.
Everybody loves him. Very exciting on the feet.
Slava
Claus, right? Everybody loves him.
Yep.
And Cassie came out and surprised everybody and grappled him to death. Right?
Yeah.
Kind of took it. We thought that was going to be a striker versus striker. And he said, nope, I can wrestle too. Cool, watch this. I think that's why you might be seeing a bigger line on him. 1, the English factor, but 2, the fact that he's shown his ability to grow as a mixed martial artist, mix in the grappling with his striking. I think that's correct here. He's lost to Rafael Alves. Okay. Fiziev, that's not a bad loss at all, especially going into decision. Drakkar Close, okay. Hooker, okay. He's not great, but he's also not Booty.
Is he minus 300?
That's a little too. I ain't laying that.
Yeah, I wouldn't lay it. I'm going to pick him in this one, but I'm not laying minus 305.
As our friend Cole Faust says, something's booty when he doesn't like it. Booty.
Who you got? Cassie as well?
Yeah, Cassie wins the fight.
All right. Next up, staying in the lightweight division, we got Ledovek Klein against Mason Jones. Here's another heavy favorite. Klein is 18-4, stands 5'7" with a 72-inch reach. Jones 11-1, stands 5'10" with a 72-inch reach, and Jones is a 3-1 favorite as well in this one.
Klein's dead to me. Do you remember why?
Oh, because he lost to Nate, freaking the dork.
Lander
Dork. Your boy.
Dead to me.
So you're on Mason Jones.
And it doesn't even matter. Mason Jones slaughters him in this fight.
I like that kid. Yeah, he's
good. He is good. He is good.
All right, main card time. Ooh, this main card is good.
I think this is where the picks are going to get fun.
Yeah, they'll get interesting here. In the light heavyweight division, we got Paul Craig versus Vulcan Olsdemir. Craig 16-4-1, stands 6'3" with a 76-inch reach. Olsdemir 17-6. He stands 6'2" with a 75-inch reach. How is Olsdemir favored in this fight? I want to know. Somebody please tell me.
I don't know, because
give me Paul Craig all day long at plus 125. I'm calling my bookie right now.
Olsdemir was on this freaking tear.
I mean, his last two losses have been to Yuri and Ankalov, but
yeah,
But
then dude, he has a win over Rakic before that.
Dude, Paul Craig's look good. What is he, 4 in a row now?
But Dominic Reyes, I mean, when he got beat by DC as easily as he did, I think that mentally broke him a little bit. And if there's anything you can see by this trend, there's one outlier, a split decision win over Rakic. Other than that, all this shows me is he beats the middle of the pack guys, but he's not a top tier guy. He's a gatekeeper.
Okay. I think Craig, yeah.
Okay.
Which Craig
is. Then there's Paul Craig, who doesn't just win fights, he finishes everybody. He finishes them. He doesn't have any splits. Krylov, triangle. Jamal Hill dislocated his elbow and shoulder. Marcin Hua tapped his strikes. Antiglove, triangle. Hua, split decision draw. They ran that. That's why they ran that one back. But I mean, okay. I mean, rear naked choke. Then got knocked out by Alonzo Menifeld. Kennedy and Chikwe, triangle. Muhammad Ankalov, triangle.
That's a big win. That win looks really good right now.
I mean, dude, he's had one decision his entire pro career.
Yeah.
And that was against Hua. He has had 21 pro fights. He has never, and that was a draw. He's had 16 wins by finishes and 4 losses by finishes. Give me that guy.
I'm all in on Paul Craig on this one.
And can we put some respect on this man's name that nobody's talking about him at 205? Everybody's still talking about Jamal Hill. Freaking,
what is he?
He beat him.
And his last win was a huge win. Krylov, who's fighting Gustafsson 2 fights after this next one. Dude, Krylov's legit.
But Jamal Hill is now fighting Thiago Santos.
Yeah.
To get into that. What about our boy Paul Craig?
This is
how can you not love? And too, he's intense. He's fun. And dude, he's probably, and this is gonna sound crazy. He's probably the best guy off of his back.
Oh,
maybe
hands
in the
down.
whole UFC.
Oh yeah, he's phenomenal off his back.
I mean, who has more finishes against high-level guys off their back than Paul Craig?
Nobody. Give me the plus money all day long on that one.
Is there a prop Paul Craig finishes off of his back?
I don't think I can get that prop, but
talk about a guy that could just pull guard and just beat you whenever he wants.
You can give me Paul Craig by submission at plus 250. Craig inside the distance plus 180. Dude, give me. I'm in. I'm in. Paul Craig. All right, you're on Craig.
Yeah.
All right. Next up in the women's flyweight division, we got Meatball Molly McCain versus Hannah 24K Goldie. Meatball is 12-4. She stands 5'4" with a 62-inch reach. Goldie 6-2. She stands 5'4" with a 61-inch reach. McCain coming off that freaking spinning back elbow her last time. Woo! Brought the house down. Do you think she deserves to be a minus 400? Minus 400.
Goalie, probably.
Yeah. Too much.
I mean, I wouldn't lay that much value. I mean, what is...
I definitely wouldn't lay minus 400.
Here's the other thing.
Yeah.
She was kind of losing that fight until she landed that spinning elbow.
I kind of like Goldie. I like Molly McCain. I love Molly McCain, but I kind of like Goldie in this one.
Like,
you know what? I'm going to ride with Goldie. Give me the underdog. Give me the underdog.
Okay. The only thing that scares me if it goes to the judge's decision, I don't trust the England judges not to be unbiased.
That's true. That's true.
Straight up. I just don't.
Yeah.
I'll never get out of my head the way they screwed over Anderson Silva against Michael Bisping. I love Michael Bisping. I love Michael. You know I'm a Michael Bisping fan.
Oh, yeah.
When they gave him that judge's decision, I was like, oh, man. That was forever gone. I'm sure they've gotten better. But, I don't see a finish in this fight. And if it goes to decision, if it's close at all, Molly McCain's getting the nod.
Meatball gets the decision.
Yeah.
All right. On to the next. We were just talking about him, Nikita Krylov and Alexander Gustafsson. Krylov is 27-9, stands 6'3" with a 77.5-inch reach. Gustafsson is 18-7. He stands 6'5" with a 79-inch reach. Krylov is a slight minus 190 favorite, plus 160 is the comeback for the Mauler. Who do you like in this one? Both guys on losing streaks. Both guys lost 3 of their last 5.
Probably Krylov, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm leaning Krylov in this one as well.
I hate it. Gus is one of my favorites. I think you could honestly make an argument that Gustafsson would be recognized as the 3rd best light heavyweight of all time if his era just didn't collide with John Jones in DC.
John Jones. Yeah, he's older. He's got a longer mile. He's got a lot of miles on him too.
He did the heavyweight fights. He thought, hey, you know what? Let's go try heavyweight. And Verdum absolutely ragdolled him.
Yeah.
I just think as a competitor, there's a lot of guys, and we see this over and over again in MMA. When they get to the top and they fall short a couple times, they just drop off because they know they're never going to ascend to the mountaintops. Like, no offense, but like Dustin Poirier.
Yeah. Like we just talked about it yesterday. You and I were just talking about it.
He had his 2 shots. He had good shots. He's great. He's been great for the sport. He's a great fighter. Interim title holder is that's his pinnacle probably. You know, he's already peaked in my opinion, as much as I love him.
How hard,
Gus?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
What are you fighting for at this point? You're not getting to the top. He's not beating any of those guys in the top 5.
No. He's too many miles, too old.
It's like when he lost to John the first time, which is kind of crazy because a lot of people thought he won that fight. You know,
that was a great,
but DC beat him. I mean, he lost a split timeout. Let me make sure I have this right before I say it, so I don't sound stupid. He lost a unanimous decision to John Jones that a lot of people thought that he won. Then lost a split decision to DC. What if he gets the nod in those two decisions? What if there's 3 different judges in those seats that night? I mean, we could be talking that he's the greatest light heavyweight of all time with wins over John Jones in DC. In his prime, he was a monster. But that is 7 years ago. 8 years ago.
Yeah. He was 28 years old. Now he's 35.
Krylov, he's 30. He's in his prime now.
Give me Krylov inside the distance.
I don't know if he gets done inside the distance, but I think he wins.
All right. We're probably going to disagree on this one, even though I don't want to. Lightweight division, Paddy Pimlet, the baddie against Jordan, the Monkey King Levitt. Pimlet is 18-3, stands 5'10" with a 73-inch reach. Jordan Levitt is 10-1. He stands 5'9" with a 71-inch reach. Paddy's a pretty big favorite, minus 260. I don't know if he deserves that. Comeback is plus 210 for Jordan Levitt. What you got?
Go ahead, Jason.
I really want Jordan Levitt to win this fight. I think this matchup is this is one of those ones where they're kind of feeding Paddy on this one. He's bigger, he's longer, he can outstrike. Jordan's not going to beat him on the feet, and I think Paddy's good enough on the ground to either stay on his feet or not get in any dangerous positions with Jordan. I just had this conversation with Blake. He thought the same thing you did. Thinks Jordan's wrestling is going to be too much. I don't see it. I just don't.
He's the better wrestler.
To say that.
He's the he's the better wrestler. He's the better grappler.
I don't know if he's the better grappler.
He is. He 100% is.
I don't know about that.
He is, Jason.
I don't know about that. How can you say that?
Because based off of I know and who I know Jordan Levitt trains with, coaches with, and everything versus Paddy and their pedigree, it's a different level. I mean, I'm not saying that's impossible for Paddy to catch him in something, but I'm saying if you go pedigree, wrestling pedigrees, it's not jiu-jitsu. I'm saying wrestling. He has a better wrestling pedigree. He's the wrestling syndicate. Right?
I didn't. You said better grappler. I'm talking all around grappling, jiu-jitsu. Wrestling, I'll give him the up on the wrestling, but jiu-jitsu, I think Paddy knows. I think Paddy, isn't as. He's close. It's close enough that I don't think Paddy's going to be put in any bad positions.
I think that Jordan can take him down and hold him down whenever he's going to be able to do it at will.
I don't think so.
I think he has the ability to suck the energy out of the O2 arena. It's at the O2, right?
I think so, yeah.
I believe that Jordan's game plan, if I was Jordan, there is no question. Paddy has power in his hands, and he's got a great chin. So if you're going to get into a brawl and engage with that, you're an idiot. And Jordan seems very aware that, like, you have to watch out for those haymakers and make sure you don't get hit by them.
Oh yeah.
Paddy blitzes and rushes a lot. When you blitz and rush a lot, you leave yourself open to get taken down. Jordan's going to have opportunities to be able to take good shots on him to take him down. If he takes him down, I do believe he can control him. And I do not believe that Paddy will pull off one of those spectacular submissions that he's been able to against those Cage Warrior guys and stuff. If it's on the ground, Jordan Levitt wins the fight. If it stays on the feet, if Paddy can keep it on the feet, it stays on the feet. Paddy's going to be able to win this fight. Biggest point is you're absolutely nuts if you think Paddy is a minus 260 favorite. This is.
Oh, I don't think he should be a minus 260.
I know you don't. I'm just saying, for the people out there, I think this should be probably like a minus 150 to plus 120 type fight. There's another thing too. I'm sorry. I'm on it with this one. Jordan's fought tougher competition in the UFC. Jordan came up through. Cage Warriors is a good organization to come up through. Jordan came up undefeated through Tough Enough, which was the premier amateur in the country, and he beat those guys. Went pro. Like the guys that he's beaten, the guys that Jordan Levitt's beaten, I think are significantly better than the people that Paddy the Baddy's beaten. Both the guys that Paddy's beaten in the UFC aren't even on the roster anymore and have losing records in the UFC. If Paddy beats Jordan and beats him like convincingly, I think that is
he's got some good wins.
This people that are thinking that Jordan's just being fed to Paddy and this is just like another easy win to keep building him up, I think are very mistaken. Jordan's style, it's tough. It's really tough. In my head, the way I see Jordan losing is if he actually gets clipped with one of those wild punches, which he's never been dropped before. Not even at syndicate.
I hope you're right.
By anybody in his weight class.
I hope you're right. I don't know. It's just a gut feeling.
I don't know if I told you this off air, but there is a 155 prospect that trains at syndicate that I've talked to a coach. I'm not going to give it away, but somebody that's in that room.
Okay.
That watched when I tell you the name of who Jordan Levitt submits on a daily basis, you'd say no way.
Oh, I believe it.
Do you know who I'm talking about? Did I tell you this when they told me this?
No, but I can probably guess.
Yeah, I'll tell you after because
I see who's.
I was given very strict instructions to not repeat it, but Jordan submitted a guy that you would consider super high level and that would destroy Paddy in the 155 class. And Jordan submits him regularly on a daily basis, almost to the point where he gets pissed at Jordan because that's the other thing. Jordan looks so unassuming. Like he doesn't look athletic. He doesn't have the muscles. He doesn't have the. I'm all in on Jordan Levitt. I think he wins the fight. I think he wins either a decision or. And the other thing is I cannot get all in on Paddy until he gets his diet and nutrition under control.
I agree. I agree with Blake. Minus 260s, super steep. I don't know. I just have a feeling about this fight. That's all. Everything you're saying.
Dude, do you remember when we watched his debut in Las Vegas together?
Oh yeah, we were going crazy because I'm like throw money on him. We're like, mother.
And Luigi cracked him, and we thought he was about out. Luigi's not even in the UFC anymore, dog.
Yeah.
Jordan's 3-1 in the UFC, and trains with some of the best in the world at syndicate. I like the pick. Yeah. I think the value is.
I think there's value there. I definitely think there's value there. I just don't think he's.
It might be the best value on the card because if the fight goes the way that I think it goes, I think this could be a line that we could look at. Would you agree on this? If I'm right and if Blake's right, and the value and this fight goes the way that we think it does, you could actually look back and be like, "You're right. Jordan probably should have been favored on this. He's a better grappler and." Should have been favored on this.
See, that's where that's just where I disagree. Is I don't think Jordan's going to be able to hold Paddy down. I hope I'm wrong. Okay. I just don't think he is. That's where I think it's.
But what I'm saying is if the fight plays out in hindsight, I could see this looking back being like, man, Jordan really was better. He probably should have been favored in this fight. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that's
the odds are way off on this. It's just because of the name. It's because of Paddy's the name. Sure. It's in England. I think we think we're both in agreement on this one. Chris Curtis, Jack Hermanson.
But I think the world is all over Paddy, and this is when Vegas cashes, baby. This is a Vegas special if I've ever seen it.
I hope you're right.
Don't you agree, though? Like the circumstance, it's like everybody's on Paddy.
100%.
Nobody's giving Jordan Levitt a chance.
100%. 100%.
This is where we cash, dog.
Yeah.
By the way, we commentated with him. You have to pick him. You have to.
Oh, I love the guy. I think he's great.
He's awesome. His interview. Did you watch his interview?
Oh yeah.
So funny.
Yeah. Do we even need to break this one down? Jack Hermanson, Chris Curtis. We're riding Chris Curtis, baby. We're riding Chris Curtis.
Guess what? We're all in on Chris Curtis too.
All in again.
How about that? Our Vegas boy parlay. Let's do a Jordan
finally
Chris Curtis parlay.
The syndicate. Well, he's not really at syndicate anymore. He's over at he's pretty much at Extreme now, isn't he?
But he goes to both.
Does he? Is he still going back and forth?
He gets around.
I thought he committed to staying at Extreme.
Oh, maybe you're right.
But yeah, Chris Curtis, we're all in, and he's finally favored for once. They're putting some respect on his name. Finally,
dude, we watched him at the Maverick Center, and I remember watching how controlled he was against Jerome Hatch, and I just remember thinking, I'm like, he might be a top 15 UFC middleweight right now. Like how composed he was and how slick he was, and everything was so calculated and easy. And just, I was like, man, he might be right now. And he's making us look like geniuses because, dude, he's about to be in the top 5, dog. With top 8. Top 8.
Knocks out Phil Hawes, knocks out Brendan Allen, beats Vieira in decision comfortably. Sign me up on Chris Curtis. I might have to do the Vegas special, even though I'm picking Pimlet. I might have to do that, the syndicate special.
We can just put Curtis with something else that we love. Let's do something like we love together. It's okay. Yeah. If we disagree on that, that's fine.
Curtis and Paul Craig.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
Curtis and Craig parlay. Book it. All right. Main event. This is a great main event. Curtis Blaydes against Tom Aspinall. Blaydes is 16-3, stands 6'4" with an 80-inch reach. Aspinall 6'5". He stands 6'5" with a 78-inch reach. Aspinall slight favorite in this one. I think odds are a little skewed in this one as well. Kind of think Blaydes is getting a little disrespected. What do you got on this one?
Man, England's gonna hate me. I think Curtis Blaydes goes to. I think Curtis Blaydes goes to England and mauls their boy.
See, I don't think so. This is the same thing as Paddy. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't.
I'm actually more confident in this one than I am in Jordan.
I've actually seen a lot of people that I've talked to are picking Blaydes. Like this isn't like some.
No, I'm not like picking anything that's like way off track here.
Yeah.
I mean, Blaydes does one thing, and he does it phenomenally well.
Yep.
He closes the distance, he takes you down, and he drives his elbow through your skull. To the point that Alistair Overeem said, that was nuts. He just beat the brakes off me in a way that I've never been beaten up before. I'm going to go train with him.
Yeah.
Right? Here's what's really fun about this. If Tom Aspinall wins, like, we're going to Sizzler. Like, we have the next best thing. Because literally nobody's ever been able to, like, just stuff Curtis Blaydes' takedowns.
Yeah.
It's been his 3 losses are Ngannou twice and Derek Lewis.
Yep.
And then to make it even better, and this is what I love about Curtis Blaydes, to make it even better, his last fight, he came out and didn't attempt one takedown against Chris Daukaus and just knocked him out on the feet.
Yeah, he did.
I think elevation. He's going to have the cardio advantage fighting at elevation out of Elevation Fight Team. His teammate, Zack Puga, like they're in it, the mix together right now. He's probably going to – I think Zack Puga's got to be the favorite to win the Ultimate Fighter over Muhammad Usman.
I would think so, yeah.
I like Zack.
I would agree with that.
He has great training partners. Tom Aspinall, training with Alistair Overeem, he's probably not going to see anything from – Tom Aspinall I don't think is going to be able to show Curtis Blaydes – anything that he hasn't had to deal with before. Like
you don't think so?
I mean, he might be a different level of athlete.
He's going to be he's probably the most athletic guy that Blaydes has faced.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'll concede to that.
This is kind of where is Tom Aspinall at in the heavyweight division? Like if he wins, like you said, he's the next guy
right to the top
if he wins. And if Blaydes wins, it's like, all right, well, now you might get a chance to rewrite, write the 2 losses.
Here's the thing. Here's what I see with Tom Aspinall. Right? He lost to a heel hook early on. That's fine.
Dude, he finishes everybody.
Yep. Big finisher, right? Lost to a heel hook, whatever. He lost to the stupid 12-6 illegal elbow rule.
Yep.
Third illegal elbow. That doesn't count. John Jones. It's a John Jones loss. Everybody knows it's not real. He doesn't just finish everybody. Like, yeah, but here's what I have a hard time with. Jake Collier, that ain't doing it.
Well, it was his first UFC fight. Like, he's not going to get a killer in his first UFC fight.
No, but he had a lot of hype. He's been built appropriately. He's been built appropriately, right?
He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's beating the guys he's supposed to beat. Impressively. Round 1, round 2, round 1, round 1. He finished Volkov round 1, Spivak round 1, Aldowski round 2.
Yeah.
Those are pretty big wins.
Yeah. Yeah. I
mean, can we agree?
I got
that
I got to see it.
We agree if Blaydes can implement his wrestling and can get the takedown, he's going to win the fight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If Tom Aspinall can,
but what do we know? Like, what's one of our rules when we're making bets?
I mean,
dominant wrestlers win fights.
Yep.
And Curtis Blaydes is the best wrestler in the heavyweight division. And he's really one of the few wrestlers, like even John Jones doesn't wrestle. Like, he's one of the few wrestlers, like, that was DC style, that like high level chain wrestles, right?
Yeah.
If he shoots and he doesn't get it, you're not safe, because he's going to go from the double leg to the single leg to the trips. And like, he chains it together better than any other heavyweight. And while I don't think that, while you point out, and I agree, and I have to give it to you, Curtis Blaydes has probably never been in there with an athlete like Tom Aspinall, but I don't think Tom Aspinall has ever been in there with somebody that can wrestle like Curtis Blaydes. Yeah. I mean, it's a fascinating fight to where I actually think if Tom Aspinall wants to win this fight, he needs to keep it in the middle of the cage, stay off the fence.
Yeah.
1. And then 2, the scary thing for me about picking Curtis Blaydes is he just knocked out Kyle Dawkins. I really hope he doesn't think he's a knockout artist and tries to stand with Tom Aspinall to try and prove a point, because that would end really badly for him.
Oh, it's such a thing, man. There's some good.
It's a great fight.
This is a great.
It's a great fight. I'm going Curtis Blaydes. I think I am going Curtis Blaydes, but I'm not like overly confident in it. But I do believe he is good enough to implement his wrestling.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I'm just going opposite. Aspinall, I'm not fully confident. Who knows? I mean, if this fight, what's that?
What time does the card start?
The card starts at 10.
10 a.m.
Yeah. Wow. If this fight isn't in London, is Aspinall still favored, or is this pretty much even? Is this
probably?
No, I mean, it's pretty much even anyways, because it's. I mean, he's a minus 135. Is it just a minus 110 push on both? If it's in Vegas,
like it's a coin flip. Like, I'm taking the value because of Curtis Blaydes. Like, I feel like it's a coin flip fight, because really, I mean, it could go both ways. Could you imagine if Curtis Blaydes knocked out Tom Aspinall, or could you imagine if Tom Aspinall submitted Curtis Blaydes?
I mean,
here's the fight that I think everybody wants to see, and which is the best fight, right? Why everything's up. And what very likely I think will happen if Tom Aspinall wins and Cyril Gane wins.
Give me those two.
That's the number one contender fight. That's like, Do that fight in Europe.
Two big athletic heavyweights. Oof.
That's probably the fight that if I was like the matchmaker, I would want to make the most. And I know it's not breaking news. I've seen a lot of people say it. It sounds like at UFC 281, it's going to be announced anytime now, maybe even tomorrow during the broadcast, that John Jones is back versus Stipe for the interim heavyweight title.
I saw that.
I've seen that like mentioned in a handful of places. I would not be surprised if that gets dropped like during tomorrow's fight. It's like a promo for that. And if that happens, then the winner probably fights Francis next year. That would leave plenty of time for Aspinall and Game to fight. Yeah.
Hey, tomorrow night, Bellator, our boy Bobby King.
Back
in action tomorrow night.
King,
they're feeding him another Russian.
Damage Plan vet Bobby King is on. Damage Plan vet Mark Coates is on.
Oh, Mark Coates is on. Oh, he's on that same card, right?
Huh?
Is he on the same Bellator card?
Yep, he is.
Nice. Who else we got? Somebody else on there?
Not that I know.
I want to look at
bedtime.
It is way past my bedtime.
You got to go work tomorrow, huh?
I know. I got to get up early. I got a meeting. Oh, Usman Nurmagomedov is fighting on this card.
That guy, whoever he's fighting, he's screwed.
Chris Gonzalez, whoever that guy is. Oh, this is Douglas Lima and Jason Jackson. Ooh, that's a good fight. Jason Jackson's legit.
Douglas Lima's legit.
All right. All right, we'll wrap it up. We'll see you guys on either, what are we doing? Early Monday or Tuesday to do the recap.
Depending on your work schedule, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but we're getting the flow. It sounds like our breakdowns will be Thursday nights now, 9:00. That's going to be kind of our thing.
Probably going to be the time.
Yeah.
Most reliable
All right,
time.
man. Give us your DraftKings. Follow Zack on TikTok. He's going to post his DraftKings. Yeah. All right, we out.
Love it.
We out.